Okay, one of the things I hear the most on the forums is something about I couldn't make parts because I couldn't understand Unity. So we're going to go all the way through Unity from importing part tools to exporting our part. It's going to take like 7 minutes. So I've downloaded part tools, I extracted it. Oh, I haven't extracted it. I'm about to extract it. Extract all. Now I'm going to drag the part tools folder that I've extracted down into the gray asset panel in Unity. I'm going to wait for the green bar to read full. And Unity is now set up to develop parts for KSP. I'm going to create a couple of folders here, one for models and one for textures. Yeah, as I was saying, Unity is just not that scary. You don't have to do that much in it to get your parts into KSP. It's a few simple steps. If you watch the existing video tutorials, you'll have it. So now I'm going to import my model. The FBX we spit out of Blender. There it is. I'm going to fiddle with the settings up there in the inspector panel. To start with, I'm going to set the scale to 1. FBX is always coming at 0. And I'm setting normals to calculate, which I think I'm going to change back in a second. Because I'm going to click apply and my model gets all smooth. Import and calculate are two ways of handling smoothing, determining which narrow angles get turned into curves and which get left as angles. Frequently calculate is better than import, but today import is better, so you just set it, look at the preview panel and see what it looks like. So now I've got our model in, but it's all gray. So let's find that texture for it. Import that TGA file. There it is. Man, I left a lot of pixels unused there. Terrible texture. So I'm creating an empty game object. I'm going to name it the name of my part. In case I put a lot of objects in this scene, I'm dragging the model up there. There we go. Now I should make it. And the hardest thing about modding is remembering which keystrokes and mouse movements do what in which program. So what I did there is I just, on the right, selected the mesh renderer material, click the select button on the empty box there, and selected my texture. I'm going to set this to a KSP diffuse renderer. And now my material is all set up. So at the collider now, I've selected the collider object, over there in the inspector panel and deleted the mesh renderer and added, or add component, a mesh collider. And I click the box to turn it convex. Now you can see the green outline there is the outline of where things are going to collide with this once we go in game. Now I'm going to go to the top and bottom nodes. I'm going to make sure that the blue arrow always points out. The top one was good, the bottom one needs to be adjusted. So I'm going to fiddle with the rotation parameters until the blue arrow points out. Top is good. I'm going to main game object, adding a component, which is going to be the KSP part tools. I'm going to set the data directory. You don't have to do that the first time you set up. It needs to be pointed at the game data, kernel space program forward game /game data. And I'm going ahead and driving it all the way down to the directory of my mod, which is silly. You should just leave it pointed at the game data, and then you can set up which directory your file gets fit to on a part-by-part basis. Actually, I think I'm going to change my mind and do that here in a second if I remember what passcode did. I'm going to change this to model, all lowercase. That's what KSP likes to name them. You're not stuck with that, but I'm going to go with MBM because that's what KSP uses for textures. Again, you've got some other choices there and some of them work. There are pros and cons to using each, and there are forum threads that go over that ad nauseum. Okay, I duplicated the bottom node. I moved it up towards the engine a little bit. I'm going to rename it Thrust Transform. Thrust in lowercase and transform capitalized on the T. And that's all I have to do in Unity to define where the exhaust of my engine comes out. You load an engine into KSP and you're burning fuel but you're not going anywhere. Could be that you didn't set that thrust transform, but there, we did it. So I'm done. I'm going to click the right button and my file is going to go to the directory I've set up. Oh, I just realized I should set the directories smarter, but I'm not going to right now. I'm going to click right, and that's it. The .mu and the .mvm are in the right folder. Oh, now I'm going to show you what to do this. So indicate the part tools thing up here at the top, under tools. I'm changing the data directory to the game data directory. I'm going to change it to be my manufacturer date directory. No, I'm really do it to the game data. This is how I usually keep it set up. It seems easiest. It makes the props and everything work. Now over there in the part tools on this particular part, that's where I'm going to point it at the right directory. Select. Now I can click right, and the data files go to the right directory every time. If I have multiple parts in the scene, they can all point to different directories, and it just makes a lot more sense. Click right, the blue wheel spins a second. When that's done, everything's where it's supposed to be. See, Unity is not scary. There's no reason to be scared away from modding because you're scared of Unity. That's all we ever have to do in Unity is create game objects and move things around.